compare it to. But it's like guys don't want to be compared to a whole bunch of dudes. That's not attractive.
What's wrong with being satisfied? I mean, you know, you're saying, oh, well, you're got to go and test drive a whole load of cars before you decide which one you want to spend the rest of your life with. But there again, if somebody just gave you a car, you'd be happy with it. And isn't that, at the end of the day, isn't that the objective, to be happy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you know, there was an old song in the 60s. If you can't be with the one you love, love the one you're with. Mm-hmm. Yeah, people have this. No, it's not. It's not settling. The thing is, the only reason why you think it's settling is because Disney has convinced
it's a fairy tale.
Disney has convinced you that you're somehow or another you're a princess that deserves to have a prince. Yeah, and the numbers of princes are very, very low.
Well, and the issue is you have girls that are 4s, 5s, and 6s sleeping with 8s, 9s, and 10s, and they think they're on that level. And so when they actually meet the guy that's going to marry them and is at their level that'll put a ring on it, they think they're settling, but they're not settling. Your level's what you can get.
So they're dating up then.
There's women sleep up.
Sleeping up.
And the data we have more data on this than ever because we have dating app data, which is extremely honest. So it says what do women want, and it's between 5 to 15% of guys, they're screwing all the girls. I mean, I went to a pickup artist boot camp, which is, I did this for a YouTube video where it's like basically a camp where these guys teach other guys how to get laid. And they'll teach them things like, for example, a girl's not going to want to sleep with you if you haven't touched her the whole date. And that's something you wouldn't really think about as a woman. Like, you know, they touch your arm, touch your back, that like builds attraction. Mm-hmm. And like one of the dudes that was like teaching the camp, I literally saw him take home 4 girls in 4 days. And none of those girls were that cute. But it's like those guys are literally sleeping with everybody.
I'm surprised because I would have said, if you have to go to a pickup class to get girls, you're in the wrong place.
He was the instructor.
Oh,
he wasn't the one. If you want to make $1, oh my. It was like, oh my God, they spent a lot of money on that camp. So if you ever want a business, I pick up.
I'm just interested why there were so many girls at a men's pickup.
No, it was just me. It wasn't a lot of girls. It was. Oh, you mean? Right. No, it was basically like they would. All these guys would fly to Vegas, and then at Vegas they would teach them how to get laid at like the clubs and stuff. So I did it as like a vlog. This was like, I don't know. You can probably find it on my channel like 6 months to a year ago. And I just wanted to see, like, it's kind of like nosy. Like, what are the guys talking about?
Yeah, Pearl, I guess my question is, like, because we live in a really hypersexualized culture. Mm-hmm. Like, I know, like, I talk to my girlfriends and stuff, and they blatantly lie about how many guys they've had sex with. Mm-hmm. But a lot of guys don't want virgins either. Mm-hmm. So it's like, it's kind of a no-win situation.
Yeah. I mean, I think virgins have a hard time, too. Because the guys that are sleeping with everybody, like, they don't want to wait either.
Yeah, that's my problem.
Yeah. But on the other end, you know what's weird? I've actually asked guys a lot about this. They say, like, 10 is the number that's too high, but they'd, like, prefer someone around, like, 5. Like, 3 to 5 seems to be, like, the magic.
Yeah, but then they just lie about it.
Yeah. But that's the thing. Like, I don't think... It hurts the women themselves because it's in their head. They're the ones that are going to be comparing. That's why I say, like hoes get wifed. I think every girl in this room, like, we can all think of a hoe that her boyfriend has no idea what she used to do, right? Yeah. And the problem is they leave. Yeah, I don't have a solution for you. I wish I did.
Well, it does hurt women a lot when they sleep around, though. Yeah. Because then they can't really
bond.
Yeah. It's very difficult to do that unless it's like the most desired guy. It's like in the 1% of guys.
Yeah. No, that's the problem with it is it's like the more guys you sleep with, the more you have to compare it to. Exactly. And the more like the one you end up with isn't going to measure up. Sorry, someone was going to say something.
Yeah, but it's more than just that, I would say. You know, it's a whole package.
Well, for
Elaborate.
It's the whole package. It's not just, you know, how good they are in bed.
For who?
For the woman. Because you're saying that she would get bored and then obviously leave because she slept around and had other men. But I'm saying it's more than just the sleeping together.
You're right. I mean, women compare in more than one way.
Yeah.
But I don't think that makes it better. If anything, that makes it worse. Because you'll think, oh, that guy had money, that guy had muscles, that guy was good and had. Yeah,
I guess then that's when you're settling in it. Because you're like, oh gosh, all right, he don't have the muscles. I got to settle.
I mean, imagine if men said, "Oh, she's not a Victoria's Secret model, so I'm settling." Oh, her stomach isn't like perfect.
Yeah.
But most guys are like, if she's hot enough, nice enough, I'll take her.
God, you know so well.
Okay, I'm gonna read super chats real quick. Okay, guys. Also, like the video. The like is the most important metric that you can do to help YouTube push out these videos in the algorithm. While you're at it, subscribe to the channel. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of y'all watching these videos and not subscribing. I know some of you will give me heat in the chat because I put it on subscribers only, but a subscribe is free. Okay, it is free. Subscribe to the channel. Also. Okay, so Drazian Gaming. The average man can physically harm you anytime he wants. Why would I be intimidated when I'm told to hold back by society? What are you on? Billy Boy. I was a virgin when I got married by choice. My wife was not. It has made our relationship very difficult. It has been 8 years. My wife has since told her sister to stay a virgin. MGTOW Biologic panel, just be honest, please. The homeless population is like 90% male because women can find someone to pay their bills. Stop lying. Women don't date bums. It's fine. Just don't lie about it. Eli for Ish's hat collection, which is for Ish's hat collection when some is blue in. Oh, Ish, you're getting a hat collection now.
I'm starting a hat collection. You will see it on the channel every time I'm on different hats. Yeah, donate to that, guys. Make sure you super chatting for it. Help me.
The UK Economist, great new studio, Pearl. Thank you, everyone. Clap. Yay! New studio. Please ask if there. I'm going to ask this after the break. Okay. Chris, girl in the yellow. Oh, this is $100 super chat. Everyone clap.
Let's go.
Yay.
Let's go.
Girl in the yellow. I'm 38 and I make $100K a month. You don't intimidate me or my colleagues. Saying that men are intimidated by you is how you cope with the fact that high net worth men don't want you for a serious relationship. Learn to be more self-aware. You sound delusional. Sydney Jacob, hello from New Zealand. Love the show. I introduced it to my ex to help her become more feminine. Love you, Pearl. The benevolent patriarch. These ladies' level of cap is over 9,000. Beans, no man would date a woman like a feminist, but you can say you don't need a man, but to become more valuable, you need to be appreciated, but the way you're acting, you're just depreciating. 90 free tope. Please ask, when do women love men as they are? MGTOW Biologic, men also date on potential, which is also never delivered, and when it's almost always revoked. 90 free tope. Get new skin toner, face looks green pants. Alistair Horton, wow, the woman's ego in the video is more inflated than the American economy. MGTOW Biologic, women define settling as anything below perfection, which is just stupid, but ruin your life if you want. I don't care, my life is great. Jaya, Uncle Barry speaks like my dad, but if he was white. I love how respectful the young guests are, quiet and respectful when the elder statesman speaks. Stoic masculinity, when women settle more, they settle for being one of many instead of being the one. 90 free tope. Ninja, you might not know it, but there's a ninja on set. Daniel A, is it really settling when it's what you can get? Surely you are on the same level when it comes to value. Lazarus, how did y'all get Kakisha on this show? Asian Fresh, great setup. Pearl, JC, can you ask Moon Knight when season 2 comes out? MGTOW Biologic, if women settled, divorce would be nearly non-existent. Men settle way more. It's so lopsided, it's actually a trick question. Stoic masculinity, women don't settle, they just date outside of their league and then wind up with men on their level. Desmond, they are delusional. Men settle more. We're simple. Zaytic News Network, Pearl rocks and has my respect for leaving her corporate life to raise awareness on these key psychosocial subject matters. Playboy, Lotte, Pearl got that new studio. Congrats. Speak the gospel for men. Let the 304s understand their actions and reactions. Men don't wife hoes. MGTOW by logic. The average modern woman is fatter, lazier, and less feminine than they have ever been in all of human history. Men are the ones settling, not women. Hypergamy requires it. It's math. Alexander Way. Boss Hog says, big up on the Westgate Massive. Rob Burns, Pearl Fresh and Fit are coming to the UK. They're looking for an embassy. It should be you, considering. Alistair Horton, how are you settling into the new place? Silly Sausage, it is harder to be a sperm donor than it is to get into Harvard. Height requirement of 5'8" or 5'10". Lesbians who don't need men still won't select 80% of men. Sperm bank won't even make donations if you are short. Okay, I think that's all of them. I'm going to refresh it really quick and just double check. Like the video while I'm doing that. Also subscribe to the channel. Ring the notification bell. That way you're going to be notified every time we are live. Hero, that one girl said that guys don't want virgins. I have never heard a guy say, man, I would have dated her, but she's a virgin. Fabio Chan name, I like the video just because you're getting better at reading super chats. Thank you. I appreciate y'all noticing the improvement. 90 free tope. Should women still wear white at their wedding? Oh, God. Drazium Gaming. The average man. Oh, this is the one we did already. Okay. So this was actually a super chat. This is for the ladies. So were you saying you don't think body count matters, like by and large? Yeah.
Yeah, not really.
So
because no one tells the actual number.
Okay.
Everyone lies about it.
Cap.
Okay. So question: will you say your body count then, since it doesn't matter? It doesn't matter, right?
It's less than 5.
Cap. Cap. Okay.
Not
What about you guys?
What was the question?
Then wait. Why don't you just say it?
It's less than 5.
Okay. So what's the exact number?
4.
4. Okay. What about you guys? Body counts. The only reason I say this is because, like, if it really doesn't matter, why doesn't everyone just tell each other?
Yeah, I feel like people should be more open about it.
Why is it cap when a woman? Why are you guys saying it's cap when a woman says that it's on one hand? Is that not a real thing anymore?
It was just
because there's not many virgins around.
Because men always seem to think that women are lying about their body count. I don't understand. Yeah. Why would we be lying about our body count?
Because they don't want to really reveal their true nature. Simple.
That has what?
Wait, can you say that again? Sorry.
Women lie about their body count because they don't want to reveal their true nature.
Really?
Yeah. So if a woman's a fucking hoe, she's gonna keep that literally hidden. She doesn't want nobody to know that she's a hoe.
Yeah. The streets are talking. The streets will know.
Do you think you can tell though? Like, because example, if I meet a girl in a club, I'm more like, and they're like they seem like that type of person. But if I meet a girl in the library who's never been to a club before, I'm gonna probably believe her body count over someone who you can kind of tell. I'm not saying in general, but the way girls act, if they're confident, bubbly, stuff like that, like. You
what do you guys think? Because I think girls know more behind the scenes than guys do. Like we hear more, we know more. Do you think guys can tell?
No.
No.
They think they do.
They can't tell because they're already saying cap and it's already wrong.
Same way they can't tell when their girl's cheating. The same way they can't tell someone.
That's shame.
Were you speaking from experience?
Nah, never that. Not my portion.
Was there someone you know that happened with? What happened? I want to be in the know. You're laughing.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of girls out there that move mad.
Mm-hmm.
They have men at home.
Mm-hmm.
Their man don't know.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know.
Do you think that they're cheating because they married or in a relationship with their second choice and it wasn't who they really wanted?
I feel like when it comes to relationships, people lose that drive when the years start to pile up.
Mm-hmm.
People stop being as affectionate, as romantic, going that extra mile. I think that's what drives people apart. Mm-hmm. And maybe that's when one person might step out.
Do you think women get bored and then cheat?
I feel like if you get bored, then you haven't picked the right person.
Or
Really?
maybe it could be attention, the person, someone else is giving you more attention than your partner, which you don't know that could.
But why are you
be a
turning
reason.
your eye in the first place? because
Yeah,
something
that's
is
true.
happening.
Yeah, but
Oh,
it's
that's true.
tiring. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like even like I'm married and happily married and everything, but like it's tiring. Just like my wife puts on makeup or puts on a dress, and if I don't say anything, like anything at all, then that's it. Her mood's ruined, right? So it's like I have to comment because they've made an effort. But to me, it's like I don't care.
But is
Like,
it
you know.
maybe because you didn't compliment her enough when you guys were dating, or?
But that's what I mean. Like it's like, and guys just don't express it as much. Maybe I'm thinking it in my head,
But
but
you're
I'm
quick-
not gonna say it. Like it's just.
But you're quick to go and like someone, like a girl's picture on Instagram.
I
or
mean,
comment and,
I don't
you
do
know.
that, so I can't speak for all guys. but I don't do that because I just find that action a bit weird. Like going on Instagram, looking at other girls and then liking them, or like say if like a lot of guys these days watch a lot of Twitch streamers, like the female Twitch streamers. Yeah, and I feel like if you had a partner, that is to me a little bit weird. If you had a partner, like well, it depends why you're watching the Twitch streamer, of course. But for me, it just feels a little icky.
Well, I think like women, they are very difficult to satisfy, which is why, what was it? Body count? You said body count? Which is why that's so important so that they can connect to their husband. Yeah, I think that's it. And I also understand your point when you were saying how they were sleeping with guys that are like 10s and 9s when they're like not, because it just like they want that, but they can't attain it.
Yeah, and that's why I think like a lot of girls think they're settling, but it's just their level. Your level is what you can get to commit to you. Otherwise, it's out of
I
your
haven't
league.
heard that before.
Yeah, I mean,
don't know.
guys' level is who they can get to sleep with them. Girls' level is who they can get to commit to them. If you can't get him to commit, if he just want to be with you, that's not your level.
And just to add on that, right? You said something.
Me?
Yeah, you said, when I'm Pearl corrected, you said date when we were talking about guys sleeping with them, and it was the idea that most girls have it in their minds that the 10s that they're fucking, let's say if they're a 6, they're actually dating them, but in fact you're actually just sleeping with them. And so most girls have it like, oh, I'm dating that guy, but really you're not. And that's the delusion that we're trying to point out, that a lot of women who are fucking the 10s, who are actually 6s, are not understanding that that's not their level, because they think they're dating them, but really they're just sleeping with them.
Yeah, because I would also say those guys at the top level, if you are a high value man or whatever you want to call it, they have more choice. So like you're not the only pretty girl going for them, right? So then they actually are looking for other things because they have a ton of pretty girls going for them. And whereas the girl probably thinks in that situation, oh, I'm a catch, I got this guy, stuff like that. But from my experience, the people who are high earners, if they do get a lot of girls anyway, they're actually more picky on who they want.
So why do so many like ugly guys have such a high body count, if that's the case?
But it's not true, is it?
They might have money. It might be money.
No, they're not actually ugly. That's the thing.
They're not.
You think they're ugly because women find 80% of men unattractive. But
it's the same with like ugly girls as well. Like how I come it's so easy for them to get the guy that's a 10.
Well, it depends. Like there's a couple dynamics that I see. If the guy's a 10, like usually she has other qualities.
But they're just sleeping.
Oh, is he dating her or sleeping with her?
No, just sleeping together.
Oh, well, guys will sleep with anything. They'll fuck a
Maybe
hole in the
she's just
wall.
good in bed or something. And then
guys will sleep with girls they would never be seen in public with ever.
Yeah, and you see people cheat with uglier girls. Like they might have a banging wife.
Why
but they
does that
cheat
happen?
with her.
Yeah. You got to worry about the ugly girls too. You got to worry.
Or that's your baby mom. Like, explain it to me.
No, it's men are looking to qualify where women are looking to disqualify. So like if you're going on a date with a guy, you're thinking like, I have these requirements and let me see if he meets them. Where men are like, oh, is she hot enough? Good enough. Is she nice enough? Oh, that's maybe not nice enough to date, but tonight that's good enough. Because men swipe right on dating apps around 50% of the time. So they find roughly 50% of women attractive, where women only find 5 to maybe 20 on the high end percent of guys attractive.
Wow.
So, yeah.
And the guys, you said ugly guys aren't, but the thing is, ugly guys just aren't getting anything at all. Those are the people you're even acknowledging, the people that you're even talking to. There's a load of guys that are just at home all day, that they just like do whatever they're doing that you don't even see. So it's in your circle of guys that you're like, oh, this guy's ugly, but he's sleeping with people. But then that's why 1 in 3 are, what do you say, 1 in 3 are like virgins or something like that.
Yeah, but someone might find them attractive just because they're ugly to someone.
No,
and on top of that, maybe you're right. You said that they're sitting at home. That's probably why they're not fucking, because no one can see them. They're not visible to the world.
But then
if someone found them attractive, they'd be fucking.
Yeah, but if they're sitting at home all day, then they're not going to be. Then no one's gonna. But they might have. It might be confidence as well. Women want a confident man. If you're not approaching me, and that could be the reason you could not be confident enough, which is why you're not able to get to that level. You could be next to a girl, maybe you're not confident enough to put it on her and start something.
Okay, imagine if you went up to 50 guys and hit on him, and all of them said no. Would you be confident?
Yeah, that would be a confidence.
And the thing is, like, even when I went to that pickup artist boot camp, I understood like men on a different level, because they'd be decent looking guys, and the amount of rejection they would have to go through to find one girl that would be even remotely interested, and this was at a bar where they're drunk, where the odds are in their favor, was like crazy to me. Like, guys have to go through so much rejection to get laid that honestly, if they get enough rejection, I can understand why they just want to stop trying.
Yeah, I mean, I would back up your point a tiny bit, because one of my exes, I let her leave her profile open because I found it interesting reading what messages guys would send, and some of 50% of them are just like creepy or like seriously creepy or weird, or just a D pic or whatever, like out of nowhere. So I'll give you that for that bit, but yeah, like Pearl said with the other half. But.
Okay, next question. Do you guys think people deserve love?
Everyone deserves love.
Absolutely not.
She's my type of bitch. Okay, so you say no, why?
No, it's something you earn. Love is very special. It's sacred. It shouldn't just be given to anybody, because it wouldn't have value. If you're grumpy, if you're rude, if you don't do anything, what is there to admire about you?
Okay, what do you guys? You guys said yes.
I said everyone deserves love, in a sense where, someone needs to be loved by someone, whether that's your mom or your dad that's loving you. They need love, but in terms of like me giving love to someone, then yeah, not everyone can just get my love, because my love isn't just something that I'll just be throwing out. I'm very protective of it.
For me, I also agree with you. Don't remember your name. Not everyone deserves love, because some people are just too evil, too wicked, too spiteful, and they don't have pure or good intentions, or they try to manipulate you or deceive you or love bomb you and then change into a completely different person. So no, not everyone deserves love.
So I kind of half agree with the thingy. Like, love in a relationship, no, but love in a family, I think it should be. But at the same time, that's more like responsibility than actual love, because there are parents out there who generally just don't love their kids. So it's not what's it called? I don't know that word where it's like you have to do it or whatever. But yeah, so I would say no in relationships.
Yeah. Does everyone deserve love? No, but people do. Everyone deserves acknowledgement and just making you feel like you exist to someone. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have to be full on love, but at least appreciation.
Do you feel like homeless men are appreciated?
Some of them. I've seen some of them, maybe.
By and large, in general?
They probably were at some point in time.
Yeah, maybe.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'd say exception, like war vets or something like that. Mm-hmm. But other than that, it's really hard to look like, oh, this person doesn't pay money into the tax system. This person doesn't, it's very hard to look at them. It's cruel. I'm not saying that you should, but I think general people just walk past and think what are you doing?
Well, I think when you say acknowledgement, it's from a woman's point of view, because we're used to getting attention. We've gotten attention from the day we were 13, 14, whenever you started to become womanly. But there's a large portion of men that don't get attention ever.
I wouldn't say just from being a woman. I would just say just like being human in general, because like the world has become very like focused on image and social media, where people have lost the sense of humanity. So in that sense,
well, no, I understand what you're saying, but I just think it's not reality. Like if you walk past a homeless man, you're not going to give him any attention or pay him any mind in general.
You might give him some change
or food.
You might.
Even a look is an acknowledgement. Like you looking away and acting like you don't see that person, and that's you don't care, basically.
Okay, what do you think?
In relationships, love doesn't really work, but for family, love is very important.
Quick question as well, So I've got your name, Deonti. Just repeat what you said about spiteful.
I don't even remember, but
you said about the most people deserve love. You're like, nah.
No, like some people, they're spiteful or wicked. Like they don't have good intentions in their heart, or they go out to destroy other people because of their past experiences, or because of their trauma, or because of they've been hurt by a female or family member or whatever else. And in order for them to move forward, they don't move forward with like their best foot. Or
so I was gonna say, isn't that like a lot of girls?
What?
Right now, I just see baby mum blurred to my head right now.
Really?
100%.
Can you give like expand that, because I don't really understand like
so
the point of view that you're coming from.
Manipulative. All these other negative words. And when you say these words, I think about a lot of women. Like you said, women have sex trauma. Women get spiteful because men treat them a certain way, etc., etc. They don't enter new relationships with the best intentions. Why? Because you don't have to work on yourself, because everything's been given to you, especially if you're an attractive woman. So I feel like all those words you just put out there describes a lot of women in today's society.
But I feel like, I don't know if you recall, the question was, does everyone deserve love?
And you said no.
Yeah.
And then you described those words. And that's why I said that sounds like a woman to me. I just wanted to get your thoughts on that.
Okay, well...
so would you say bitter baby mamas don't deserve love?
Some don't. Let's be real. Like some don't, because if you're going to be really honest with yourself, which a lot of people aren't, if we're talking specifically about baby moms, like a lot of baby moms or baby fathers use the child as a form, as a pawn in order to get certain things from the ex-partner, or in order to make a point and stuff like that. So like I do understand what you're saying, but I just feel as though like if we're looking at it a lot deeper, let's just examine humanity rather than examine, it's just a baby mom, because that's not always the scenario in which we look at society. So
but did the man make her crazy? Or was she already like that? Because you're the one who decided to have a child with her. So
I have a question. Why do we always, whenever we put accountability on women, we always flip it and then blame the man?
Because it's just
So I said bitter baby mamas. So I didn't say all baby mamas. I specifically said bitter baby mamas.
Yeah, but
and then your first reaction is, well, what about the man?
Because it could be from the action of the man. You know, men talk, they say a lot of stuff, they feed you lies, and you know they make you feel a certain way. So therefore, you might have to start acting psycho.
Yeah, but you don't have to act. You don't have to act psycho.
As many of you know, I was just banned on TikTok, and we are demonetized on a daily basis on this platform. If you want to help, please consider sending a super thanks below. Every donation helps, and it helps make what we do possible.